What's going on?
He's got a knife.
He's got a knife! Oh, jeez.
Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers.
Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop the gun! Come out with me! Drop the gun!
And fight their way out. This is First Person Defender.
Today on First Person Defender, we're in a classroom. We've got Ashley with her boyfriend. Can you protect your loved ones? And what if they're entangled with the bad guy? Can you make that shot? Let's find out right now.
These force-on-force scenarios use training guns that fire non-lethal projectiles.
I carry because it's my right. I carry because it is a tool that will allow me to address a situation if I need to. I haven't had to use my firearm as of yet, but I have been attacked. That was a pivotal point for me to be able to say never again. I need to be able to protect myself. I need to be able to protect my family. I need to be able to protect my community. And it's also a mentality. It helps to reinforce a sense of discipline. It helps to give me confidence. It helps to ensure that I'm able to take care of myself and the ones around me.
The people that I meet in this industry that are the best trainers, the best operators, the best, citizens are students of the gun, students of use of force, students of history and self-defense. She is exactly that. She really is intriguing. Her mind, the way she talks about things, I'm really looking forward to putting her into a scenario.
I actually didn't grow up around firearms, and that's something that I wish I would have. But when I moved back home, my mom, she told me, she said, Ashley, you need your concealed carry. And that was just a sign of the times that we're in. So I picked up firearms about a year ago, and I've been running with it ever since. I've been doing Krav Maga for about 5 years now. So I thought it was a logical continuation in terms of my self-defense journey. And there's a great community in the firearms space, so meeting new friends too.
We're gonna force Ashley into a scenario where she has to shoot very close to someone that she cares very much about. And she's gonna have to make a decision. Does she close the distance? Does she, work on contact shots? We're not sure what she's gonna do.
Didn't work out.
Really? Are we gonna get a break anytime soon?
Ashley and her boyfriend are attending a training course, but a stranger with ill intent goes hunting. How will she react when an attack happens close to home?
Whoa! Hold on. Just stay here. What was that? That was weird. Oh, are you all right, man? Oh God, no! Oh, jeez! Oh, no! No, God! Help!
Do you need help?
Help!
What's going on?
Help!
He's got a knife.
He's got a knife! Oh, jeez.
What happened?
Are you okay?
Somebody needs to call an ambulance? Oh my God.
Cut me a little bit.
What's going on? Did he just attack you?
Yeah. I just came out here. This guy's laying here.
Somebody needs to call an ambulance.
Index. All right, take a deep breath and tell me exactly what happened from beginning to end.
So we're sitting in a classroom and I heard commotion, and my boyfriend went to go check on the commotion, and I walked out of the back door and I slowly approached the scene to figure out what was going on. I saw somebody laying unresponsive and two people fighting.
So you see him on the ground, you can't decide who's the aggressor, who's the non-aggressor. You back up, you create distance, What made you finally decide to shoot?
Well, there was a person lunging at me with a knife.
Okay, when somebody lunged at you with a knife, absolutely. And it looked like you put hits on target. But so you didn't take immediate action. You can't, I mean, what happens if you go hands on? Somebody's got a knife, you couldn't remember who was who. So what were you thinking? Just kind of get back and cover and see what happens, or?
For me, I didn't feel comfortable firing at, I knew one of those people was probably somebody I loved, firing at the ground with two people wrestling over a knife.
Okay.
And I also didn't want to reach in there and try to get a knife either.
What if it was your father or your mother or a cousin or somebody that you definitely knew who it was? How would you have reacted then? What do you think you could have done?
If I know that I'm physically stronger than the other person, I'm gonna try to remove the knife from the situation.
You would have gone hands on for the knife?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you consider shooting him? And if not,
If I know
why
I
not?
had a great shot, maybe.
Okay. So if you could guarantee that you could end the situation with a good shot that wasn't going to hurt anybody else. Okay, so that's great.
I got to jump in here.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense to me. I feel like Ashley is being super analytical. Her boyfriend is screaming, "Help, he's got a knife, help, he's got a knife." Did you hear him? Did you hear the boyfriend?
I'm not, first of all, if two men are fighting on the ground with a knife, I'm not jumping in. So
If your dad's yelling, "Help, Ashley, help,"
if I know that I can help the situation and I feel like I'm strong enough to physically interfere, then sure. But if not, if it's two big brawling guys, my dad needs to know how to defend himself.
okay.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Ruger is one of the companies that makes first-person defender possible. You may have heard about the Ruger Custom Shop. Yeah, Rugers, but then they take them to the custom level. 1911s, 1022s, a lot of good options there. So if you're ready to step up to an even nicer gun, check out the Ruger Custom Shop. We appreciate their support.
So, Ashley, we got to talk about a couple things, okay? Your inaction isn't necessarily a problem, but it's definitely disturbing to me. It's probably disturbing to some people that watch. And it really is your choice to get involved. But you said yet you also carried a gun so that you could protect yourselves, loved ones, and others. Okay. When we try to shoot somebody with a contact shot, if we push the gun into their body, okay, if we push it into their body, it knocks it out of battery so that it's not going to fire, because almost every modern gun today has an out of battery safety, and that's exactly what it means. It will not fire out of battery. What I can do are one of two things. I can either push it into him and I can grab
hold
over
it.
the top, and I can hold on to this gun and I can lean into him and I can fire. Is that better than two vests? Way better. We got them double padded up so that we can do this technique. Now the problem is the gun's malfunctioned now. So I've got to tap, rack, if I've got to re-engage him, okay? Now the other way I can do this, and I'll go through the entire step, I can come up here and I can put my thumb on the back of this slide. Now a lot of people think that if your thumb's there, that this slide is gonna just come through your thumb and it's gonna rip your thumb off, but it's not. As long as I can hold the gun into battery, if it doesn't come out of lockup, the gun is gonna stay there. So I push the gun in, I deliver the shot, I back off, I tap, I rack, and I reassess, and I think, do I need to shoot him again? My gun's back up. Is everything okay? So why do I need this technique? Now these guys are completely stationary. If I'm standing over where you were, and I know I can make this shot, but as soon as they start moving, I got to worry about him. Plus, at my angle, I've got to worry about over penetration. So this is where I'm probably going to do something like, I'm going to stabilize him as best as I can. Maybe I reach on and grab onto that knife and I do something right here, across here, and I have to put on, but we're going to use the vest for this. And I want you to just come in, push the gun into him, think about where that bullet's going to exit, give him a shot, tap rack. I want you to think about driving that gun in. Now remember, you never want to shoot yourself, so try to keep your hands away. If I was you, I'd get, and then right from there, you're gonna drive it in with your thumb and pull it. Tap rack, reassess. But at least you have some options. In closing the distance, but on a knife. Remember, if you close the distance on somebody with a knife, you had better be ready to use the gun.
Right.
Okay, because what happened when he changed his focus from
Yeah.
boyfriend
So
to
you got to
you?
engage.
He came right at you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Crimson Trace is known for lasers. I mean, they basically invented instinctive activation. But they also have lights, scopes, red dots, all that stuff. So a lot of options, whether you're a hunter, a shooter, or concealed carry, saving your life. We appreciate Crimson Trace's support.
Many of the scenarios in first-person defender require some level of movement from the good guy, whether it's moving and then shooting or moving while shooting. Now, in some places, they call that an advanced skill. These aren't skills that these people come in with regularly, but they don't have a problem with it. If you think about shooting on the move or moving while shooting as if you were carrying a big hot cup of coffee and you didn't want to spill it, that's pretty much the idea. We're trying to stabilize the gun, keep it on the target while we're pressing the trigger. And there are other times when we need to move and then shoot. This is done to create a better shot for us. So what I've done here is I've kind of created a simulated 3D target. I need to shoot this target, but I need to shoot around that. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. And I'm going to also close the distance, because if I can close the distance on a tight shot, why wouldn't I? I move around, I get what I want. I make my shots closing the distance. It can really be that easy. The biggest thing to remember when you're doing any kind of shooting and moving is don't trip yourself up with your feet.
First Person Defender brought to you by Surefire, Kimber, Gundealio.com, and Ruger. Ashley and her boyfriend find themselves in the same training course. She's trained up. Now, will she utilize what she's learned to defend herself and others?
Bathrooms this way? Yes.
Oh, no, no, no! Ashley! Help! 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 He's got a knife! He's got a knife! Oh, God.
You okay? Can somebody call an ambulance? We got somebody with a knife. Are you okay?
Oh, he got me.
Did he get you? Okay, let's put some pressure on that. Teacher! Got an incident out here. My boyfriend was attacked. This guy's got a knife.
Index, index, index. What happened?
So there was somebody with a knife
Okay.
attacking my boyfriend. I heard the commotion. I checked around the corner to see a scuffle. Because I didn't want to inadvertently shoot my boyfriend, I tried to get a good angle and some space around the attacker
Okay.
so that I could get some shots.
So how come you didn't feel the need to use contact shot on that one?
Because there was enough space between the people that were wrestling where I didn't feel like I could get a good angle without having to get
Very
contact.
good. What I like is that you use pretty slow and methodical movements. You're very good about searching and clearing corners. So that's something that you have going good for you. You're very thoughtful. And is there a situation
Yeah.
where it's just no thought, just go?
My hesitation comes, I think, from the second person. If somebody's attacking me and I know that the variables are me and that other person, then it's go.
Okay.
But if I think there are other variables, there's crowds, there's bystanders, I think it warrants
Okay.
a second thought.
Do you remember using any verbal commands? Do you remember saying anything?
I didn't say anything, but I did give myself pause enough to watch. And I saw my boyfriend in distress, and I saw a knife.
So do you know when verbal commands are supposed to be used? I mean, it's okay to say no and say,
No.
I'm not exactly clear.
I know that I'm justified in shooting someone if they're presenting an imminent jeopardy or imminent threat to myself or someone else.
Right, without using verbal commands. Right, and this was one of those situations. There's absolutely no reason to. Now, I might, because of what I do and being trained, I might start yelling, let him go, let him go, let him go. And the whole time I'm pressing the trigger, the gun's gonna go off sooner or later, but I'm talking with the intent to end it. But that's something that comes with a little bit of time on task. But
Yeah.
you did the right thing.
Thank you.
If you carry a gun, you need legal protection. The United States Concealed Carry Association can offer that to you, legal protection in case you have to protect yourself or your family with your gun. Fact of the matter is, you could be dealing with civil and criminal charges, and you need someone who's been there before. We worked out a deal with them. Click the link below to find out more information and start getting legal protection for yourself and your family. Hey, you just watched FPD, and we have a bunch of other stuff that you can find out about all the cool gun stuff we're doing at Gun Talk. So, Facebook, if you like to hang out where your parents hang out, or YouTube, if you like snarky comments and being an expert on everything anonymously. Instagram, if you just like to look at pictures. Also, guntalk.com. Also, the free Gundealio app. Also, guntalktv.com and Gun Talk TV app. You can watch all of our videos there. But wait, also Gun Talk Podcast. We got one of the best podcasts out there, so check it out. Lots of different stuff. Check out all the Gun Talk stuff.